Chapter 10 Natural Climates. Introduction. Nature is both a creator as well as a destroyer. It sustains life on the earth, but it also the biggest destroyer. Natural disasters are caused by natural forces. These disasters cause immense damage to life and property. There are several types of natural disaster. In this chapter, we will discuss some of them. Earthquake. Earthquake occurs due to the violent and sudden shaking of the earth. It is caused by movement deep inside the earth. This may result in minor or sometimes major disaster like loss of human and animal lives, collapsing of buildings, bridges and roads, uprooting or breaking of trees, etc. Most earthquakes take place due to internal pressures within the earth. The earth's surface has a number of interlocking plates of rock which float on the semi-liquid layer called the mantle. When two floating plates grind against each other, the vibrations or tremors pass to the earth's surface called the crust. The shaking of the earth is sudden and devastating. The effect of tremor is greatest at the epicenter, the point on the earth's surface directly above the point of origin called focus. The effect spread around the epicenter in a circular motion and becoming weak as they move away like ripples in a pond. It is very difficult to predict the timing of an earthquake. In a major earthquake, the buildings collapse, electrical poles and uprooted pipelines burst and fire may break out. So we should move quickly and open when we sense tremor and stay away from buildings, vehicles, trees and electric poles. If trapped indoors, stay away from windows and heavy objects that may collapse or shatter. We can crawl under any strong table or bed to protect ourselves from falling rubble. Never use electrical appliances and lift. Let me answer. What is the name of the instrument that measures and records the detail about the earthquake? Remain calm and keep a first aid kit handy. The geographers have tried to study the pattern and have marked out the earthquake-prone areas. Japan and Philippines are the most earthquake-prone countries in the world. People should take all the necessary precautions such as building lighthouses made of wood to combat such disaster. The seismograph is an instrument that measures and records details such as the intensity and duration of the earthquake of the Richter scale. Volcanic eruption. The interior of the earth contains molten rock known as magma. In some places, magma finds a vent through the crust of the earth and escapes out of the surface. This is called a volcanic eruption. The molten magma which erupts the surface earth is called a lava. After the volcanic eruption has cooled, it forms volcano mountain and a bowl-shaped hollow is formed at the top called a crater. There are three types of volcanoes. Extinct or dead volcanoes have not erupted for thousands of years and probably never will. For example, Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. Dormant or sleeping volcanoes have not erupted for many years but have chances for erupting again. When a vent becomes blocked by a hardened lava plug, it becomes a dormant volcano. For example, Mount Fujiyama in Japan. The last and the most dangerous are the active volcanoes which erupt often and lead to destruction. For example, Mount Etna in Italy. Flood. A flood occurs when the water in a river or stream exceeds its capacity to carry water. In India, it is common during the monsoon when rivers overflow and almost submerge the surrounding areas. Let me answer. Why does one need a portable radio with batteries ready when facing a cyclone? Floods are also caused by the collapse of a dam built across rivers, blocking of river channel by landslides, cyclones and tsunami in coastal area, typhoons with strong tides or storms in the sea, and the sudden melting of snow and mountains during the summer season. Flood causes huge damage to life, property and crops. Herds get washed away as do livestock and human beings. There is waterlogging for many days. Diseases such as cholera, malaria and dengue generally spread in areas hit by floods. Clean drinking water becomes a scarcity as water gets contaminated. There also occurs a shortage of food. In India, some areas get flooded each year due to their nearness to the big rivers. Bihar, West Bengal and Assam experience floods every year because the Ganga and the Brahmaputra overflow. Fact Finder. The National Disaster Response Force NDRF is an Indian specialized force constituted for the purpose of special response to a threatening disaster situation or disaster. Before building a house, one needs to check the history of flooding in the area. Garbage should not be thrown into drains and rivers. If the bank of river have broken down, they should be repaired immediately. All electrical equipment should be disconnected if there is a danger of flood. During floods, move to higher places with your important documents, a battery-operated radio, torch, matchbox, candles, first aid kit, emergency food, water, and cash money. Trees are very helpful in controlling floods. The roots absorb the water and prevent the flood from spreading fast. Special dams can also be built to control the speed of water. Tsunami. A tsunami is a devastating wave of gigantic size. It is also called a tidal wave. A tsunami can be caused by underwater volcanic eruption or an undersea earthquake. A tsunami cannot be seen clearly in deep waters, but it moves long distances without losing its energy. When it approaches land, it becomes a wall of water towering 10 to 15 meters above the surface. Charging in at a furious speed, the effects of a tsunami are devastating. If a tsunami warning is sounded, one should immediately move to higher ground with emergency kit. Do you know? The tsunami that struck the India, Indonesia, Sri Lanka and Thailand on 26 December 2004 was one of the biggest natural disasters in history. It was the second largest earthquake with a magnitude between 9.1 and 9.3 that lasted around 10 minutes. Droughts are caused by shortage of rain. India is an agricultural country. Most of the farmers are dependent on the monsoon. When rainfall is delayed or scarce, it leads to drought, which causes to scarcity of flood, leading to a famine. Droughts lead to starvation and death of a large number of people. India has some drought-prone regions. Some parts of Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Odisha and Rajasthan are particularly prone to drought. We can prevent drought by growing more trees. Reservoirs and water tanks should be built to store water. Farmers should be educated to avoid overgrazing by the cattle. They should be encouraged to grow drought-resistant crops like sorghum, millet and maize. New irrigation methods are very effective in saving the water. Rainwater harvesting, which involves the collection of rainwater falling on rooftops on the ground for future use, can be very useful. Research and analysis. Find out the earthquake-prone areas in India. Take the help of your parents and the internet. Locate these areas in your map. Cyclone. A cyclone is a rotating mass of air with minimum pressure in its center. It is caused by wind which travels at great speed, flattening and destroying anything in their path. The coastal area are more prone to cyclones than others. Cyclones rip off roof from houses, uproot trees and electric poles and causes heavy damage. A cyclone is always accompanied by torrential rains. Generally, the wind speed is over 100 km per hour. Health and wellness. If there is an earthquake, stay away from outer walls, windows, fireplaces, hanging objects. If you are unable to move from a bed or chair, protect yourself from falling objects. If you are outside, go to an open area away from trees, telephone poles and buildings and stay there. People living in cyclone-prone areas should make sure that the roof of their houses are good in condition. Trees' branches should be trimmed near the house. An emergency kit with portable radio, torch, some food and water. A first aid kit and essential medicine should be ready. As soon as cyclones start, and turn off the gas and switch off electrical appliances. Close the doors and windows securely and leave immediately if it is required to evacuate. Indian Heritage Connect. Dholavira, an important city in the Indus Valley Civilization, Gujarat, contained sophisticated water management system comprising a series of reservoirs, step wells and channels. The ability to conserve every drop of rain, water and avoid flooding shows the engineering skill of the people of Dholavira. Summary. Natural disasters are caused by natural forces. Earthquake, volcanic eruption, flood, tsunami, drought and cyclone are some natural disasters. Flood occur when the water in the river or stream exceeds its capacity to carry water. Droughts are caused by shortage of rains. Earthquakes are caused by sudden movement under the surface of the earth. Cyclones are rotating mass of air with minimum pressure at center. Major volcanoes are formed around the edges of the Pacific Ocean. We should take precaution against natural disasters. Art integration. A relief camp is shown in the picture below. You can see some social workers and doctors are providing food, shelter and medicines to the people. Draw the picture in your drawing sheet and show it in your class. Exercises. Creative expression. Tell your story. Have you ever seen people in your area helping each other during a pandemic or any problem? 1. How people can help each other when they face any natural disaster. Express your thoughts. Cross-curricular connect. Critical thinking. Let's play a game. Learn to help each other. Divide students into 2 groups. One group will enact a situation of natural disaster and the other will act as a help provider. Reverse the roles of the groups after the one act. See which group provided better help during the situation. Logical decision making. See the pictures below and answers accordingly. Write the name of the situation you see in the pictures. What is the difference in both type of picture? Let's practice. A. Write short answers to the given question. 1. Which instrument is used to measure the intensity of an earthquake? 2. On what most of the Indian farmers depend? 3. What is lava? B. Write long answers for the given questions. 1. What the type of volcanoes with one example of each? 2. What causes floods? 3. What safety measures should be taken even an earthquake strikes? C. Fill in the blanks. 1. In India, dash is common during monsoons. 2. The effect of an earthquake is greatest at the dash. 3. The scientific study of dash is called seismology. 4. Mount Etna is in dash. 5. Dash are caused by shortage of rain. D. Multiple choice questions. 1. Which of the following is not a flood-prone area? 1. Assam. 2. Delhi. 3. Bihar. 4. West Bengal. 2. Which of the following is a dead volcano in Africa? 1. Mount Fujiyama. 2. Mount Etna. 3. Mount Vesuvius. 4. Mount Kilimanjaro. 3. Cyclones are always accompanied by dash. 1. Forest fires. 2. Earthquakes. 3. Torrential rain. 4. Volcanic eruptions. 4. Which of the following is not a drought-resistant crop? 1. Maize. 2. Paddy. 3. Millet. 4. Sorghum. 5. During an earthquake, the maximum damage is caused near the dash. 1. Epicenter. 2. Plains. 3. Sea coast. 4. Mountains. E. Match the following. Column A. 1. Cyclone. 2. Extinct volcano. 3. Active volcano. 4. Rainwater harvesting. 5. Crater. Column B. A. Mount Kilimanjaro. B. Rotating mass of air. C. Bowl-shaped hollow. D. Mount Etna. E. Precaution against drought. F. Take the correct option. 1. Garbage should be thrown into 1. Dustbin. 2. Rivers. 3. Anywhere. 2. During a flood there is a shortage of 1. Food. 2. Drinking water. 3. Both. 3. A volcano is easily predictable. 1. True. 2. False. 3. Can't say. 4. Mount Fujiyama is an example of active volcano. 1. True. 2. False. 3. Can't say. Conceptual understanding. Why are the coastal areas more prone to cyclones? How they affect the life of people living at these places? Discuss with your friend how we can improve life of people living at coastal areas. Writing skills. Write a report with the help of the following words: flood, river water, injured people, food package, rescue work, campus, sad people, diseases spread by dirty water, homeless people, trapped people, houses.